Greetings of the day, everyone. My name is Karthikeya. I'm a second year student of Iihm New Delhi and I'm here with my colleague Prabhav Rastogi. Today, we are going to learn about the whiskey all around the world. So, Prabhav, have you ever thought about how whiskey from different countries has such unique flavors? It's fascinating how a geography and culture influences the taste.
Absolutely. It's amazing. Take Scotch whisky from Scotland. For example, the petty smoky ones from Islay are so distinctive that smokiness comes from using peat fires to dry the barley.
Yeah, Islay whiskies like Lefroy or Ardbeg have that intense smoky kick, but Scottish whiskey isn't just about smoke. The Highlands produce smoother, fruitier whiskies like Glenmorangie.
Right, and then there is Irish whiskey. It's usually triple distilled, making it super smooth. Brands like Jameson are known for that easy drinking style.
Exactly. Irish whiskey is so approachable. Have you ever tried Japanese whiskey? It's incredible how they adapted the Scottish techniques but added their own precision and elegance.
Certainly, Japanese whiskey is something else. Brands like Yamazaki and Nikka are known for their balance and complexity. The craftsmanship is so meticulous, it's almost like making art.
Speaking of craftsmanship, American whiskey, especially bourbon, has a whole different character. It's sweeter, richer, thanks to the use of corn in the mash bill. Think of brands like Maker's Mark or Buffalo Trace.
Definitely. And then there is Tennessee whiskey, like Jack Daniels, the Lincoln Country process, where the whiskey is filtered through charcoal before aging, gives it a smooth, mellow finish.
So true. I also find Canadian whiskey interesting. It's known for being smooth and often has rye in the mash, giving it a spicy kick. Crown Royal and Canadian Club are classic examples.
Oh, and we can't forget about the rise of Indian whiskey. Brands like Amrut and Paul John have been getting international recognition. The warm climate there accelerates the aging process, creating bold, rich flavors.
It's incredible how the diverse world of the whiskey is. Every country brings something unique to the table, whether it's the ingredients, the climate, or the distillation techniques.
Absolutely. That's what makes whiskey so special. It's not just a drink. It's a story of place, people and tradition. We are tasting a bit of history and culture in every glass.
Hey, have you noticed how Indian whiskey is making waves in the global liquor industry lately? It's been quite impressive.
Oh, absolutely. Indian whiskey has come a long way. Brands like Amrut, Paul John and Rampur are gaining serious international recognition. Their single malts are even competing with Scotch in global competitions.
That's true. And it's fascinating how the Indian whiskey market is growing. The domestic consumption itself is massive. India is one of the largest consumers of whiskey in the world, right?
Exactly. In fact, Indian whiskey accounts for a major chunk of global whiskey sales. A large part of this is due to brands like Royal Stag, Officer's Choice, and McDowell's Number 1, which dominate the market. These brands focus on affordability and volume, catering to a wide consumer base.
Definitely. It's also interesting how Indian whiskey flavors profile, spicy and bold, reflects the country's diverse palate. Amrit Fusion, for instance, has a unique mix of Indian and Scottish barley, giving it a rich and smoky character.
Yes, and international markets are recognizing this distinctiveness. The rise of Indian whiskey has been influenced the global liquor industry by encouraging more experimentation with blends and flavors.
Plus, the growth of Indian whiskey has also boosted Indian economy. The export numbers are climbing and it's great for branding Indian spirits on the global stage.
Absolutely. It's great time for Indian whiskey enthusiasts who would have thought a few decades ago that Indian single malts would be a serious competitor to established Scotch and Irish whiskies.
It really is. I'm excited to see how the industry evolves, especially when more players entering the premium segment. The future of Indian whiskey looks like bright.
Indeed, cheers to that and to many more innovations and fine drams to come.
Hey, I heard you were talking about a whiskey brand called Indri. I've never heard of it before. What's the story behind it?
Oh, Indri Trini is an interesting single malt whiskey from India. It's named after the village of Indri, in the Haryana region where the distillery is located. It's getting quite a bit of attention for its unique flavors and high quality craftsmanship.
Is it similar to other popular Indian single malts like Amrut or Paul John?
It's in the same league in terms of quality, but the profile is quite different. Amrut and Paul John often lean more into tropical fruit or heavier spice notes. Indri Trini feels a bit more elegant and balanced, and its triple cask method. It's also slightly less peaty, the same Paul John varieties.
That sound perfect for someone who prefers a smooth and balanced whiskey. What's the alcohol content, by the way?
It's bottled at 46% ABV, so it's not chill filtered, and which helps preserve the full bodied flavor. That strength is right in the sweet spot for enjoying complexity without overwhelming the palate.
It's really interesting. Is it widely selling?
It's gaining popularity internationally, so it's becoming more accessible. It's also reasonably priced compared to some of its competitors.
I'll have to check it out. It seems like a great whiskey to try next. Thanks for the detailed info, by the way.
So, guys, that's it from our side, signing off from the studios of IHM Delhi. Thank you.